Okay, guys, we're recording. So welcome. Appreciate you all joining me today. First day of the block. Everybody says they're a little tired, but that's okay. If you haven't yet, the link to the Nearpod is in the chat. Love for you to follow along with me as we go through this. This is personal finance or general financial literacy. Basically the same class here. Well, it is the same class. Just so you're aware, this session is being recorded for learning purposes, and I'll be posting this to the announcements and everything like that for those that couldn't make it with us today. So just so you're aware, the classroom expectations or rules or whatever. One, make sure you're following along with the Nearpod lesson as we're here in person. Try to use the chat tools respectfully and appropriately. Not try to get off topic and all that kind of stuff. And also respond to questions and instructions the first time. That helps us kind of get flowing, moving along, and getting going here. Okay, so here's a little bit. This is my family here, a little bit about me, my wife, Christy. We have 3 kids, Brooklyn, Kaysen, Kaylor, 10. She's now 10, 7, 5. So they're growing up big, just little ones. Okay, for those that are possibly interested, there is 2 courses through this. One's actually through Utah Tech. I'm sorry, it says Dixie State. They just changed their name. But if you are interested in doing this, you may want to jump out of this class and actually get into the concurrent enrollment one. It's very inexpensive for college credits. I think it's like $25 a credit, so really cheap. You get 3 college credits, and you also earn the credit for graduation too. So you kind of get a double dip here. So here's an option for you if you'd like to do that. If you are interested, you got to make sure you can qualify. And it wouldn't actually start until January. So it's because it's a whole semester class. It does go more in depth. There's a lot more assignments and stuff like that. But those that take it, they get that college credit too. So just an option for you there. Okay, first, before I go into how to jump the class, let's go to the course just so you can see it online here. As you can see, I utilize the class announcements. I will be posting like the recordings to the course announcements so you have easy access to them. Some things that you need to be aware of too is if you hit plan, you'll be able to see the month's kind of view. As you can see here, today's the 24th. We have live class every Monday, 1:15. And then what I do is I usually make everything due like on Friday. But if you don't get it done, I will be grading it on basically probably Monday morning before our next class. Okay. And you can kind of see what kind of runs through here. There will be some breaks that I haven't put in yet. And if we do have some breaks, I may be either just sending out a recording or canceling class for that week. And the block actually goes all the way until the 12th of January. So you have quite a bit of time, but you want to go fairly quickly there. Okay, jumping over to the course. This is broken out. You can only see unit 1 right now, but it's broken into 5 units. And then you have modules under each unit. So this week you'll need to complete module 1 and module 2. As you can see, how it's kind of broken out is there's videos that we'll be able to watch, and we're going to experience what it's like today in the class for the videos. But they look like this, but they were college students that created these, and then they have quizzes that are associated with them. So that's really the majority of the class is watching these videos and taking these quizzes. And it will automatically grade, so you'll know exactly what you get. Jumping back over here, what you can do to make sure you can pass the class is make sure you're just continue logging onto the course. You're not missing things. Complete the assigned tasks. So if you can just watch, a video or a couple videos a day, and then just do a quick quiz, should be able to do it, as fast as you can there. Complete your assigned tasks. Turn in your quizzes on time. If you need help, ask. Okay, you can come. We can set up a help session, anything like that. But if you don't get the score you want on the quizzes, just redo them until you get the score you want. Okay. So I'm not going to sit there and penalize you for not getting a great there. I actually have unlimited attempts on them, Bryson. So don't abuse it, but I got a lot of attempts. Okay. So everything's going to be turned in. As you say, as many times as you want. Just so you're aware, to pass this course, you have to get at least a 60% or above. So make sure you get that. Hello, Sawyer. Welcome. Okay. So the lesson objective today, so now we're going to start getting into the content of everything. The lesson objective today is given quizzes in the OLS, students will accurately answer multiple choice questions about the role of cultural, social, and emotional influences on financial behavior and rational decision-making process and the steps to financial planning with 80% accuracy across one trial. I know that's kind of a lot to think about, but really we're looking at how today's world basically affects our spending behavior and how we can control that, because that's the biggest thing, is being able to control clicking that Amazon app and finding something you want, right? And it's like, well, I got the money, maybe, right? And then other things build up that you're not wondering about. So personal finance, the definition of it is it's so easy to budget. Well, it's easy to budget until you got more variables that come in, right? So for example, today I went to the mailbox and I got a bill, and I got a medical bill for my youngest boy, Kaylor, of like $450. And because of the insurance was out of network, the insurance, and we were taking him to see a specialist for his eyes or something like that, because it was out of network, the health insurance actually didn't pay for it. So now I'm like $450. I'm like, where am I going to come up with that, right? So so that's why this is so important. So personal finance, yeah, it's easy to budget till you have bills. Very good. Personal finance is the financial management which an individual or a family unit performs to budget, save, and spend monetary resources over time, taking into account various financial risks and future life events. So this is kind of hard, right? Because you don't know what those various financial risks are, or you know what some future life's events are, right? And you can somewhat plan for them. But, for something like, oh yeah, someone said like, budget is easy until suddenly you need to buy a house, but you want to buy a telescope. Okay. But yeah, like things break down, like a dishwasher breaks down, or, something happens, and it's pretty tough, right? And so that's why you got to be financially viable, have an emergency plan in place, money in the bank if needed, just so you don't go broke, right? Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to watch a little video here. And I have these questions. I wish I would have took them out because we'll kind of talk about them in the end, but this will stop us a little bit. We're going to watch these videos. These are kind of like will be the videos that you'll be seeing in your course. Okay, it goes over a lot of different aspects of what to look at. There's so much out there, and that's why I said, like, there's so many variables that come into play that this class could be forever long, right? It actually takes, I feel like, a whole lifetime to learn all of these financial things. And it's like, hey, this happened and I made all this money, this is awesome. And then you get you file your taxes and you're like, wow, that was a lot, right? So I had to pay a whole bunch of taxes, so, and you just learn as you kind of go. But it's better to know kind of what you're into and try to do the best you can. So let's watch this video and then we'll have some discussions.
Evaluate the role of emotions, attitudes, and behavior in making financial decisions. Recognize that individuals are responsible for their own financial decisions and for subsequent positive and negative consequences. As humans, we are faced with financial decisions every day. What to eat for breakfast, whether to drive to school or work, what clothes to wear, what college to go to, or what city to live in. People do crazy things for money, and it motivates behavior, both good and bad. Money is emotional. Most financial experts agree.
Okay, it looks like some of you guys are already putting things down. That's awesome. So money, according to the video, money is what? Okay. Most of you are putting the right answer, but it isn't everything. Sorry, it's not worthless. It's not logical. It's emotional. Okay. We do emotion spending all the time, right? Because we think something's cool and we need to have it, right? It's a little hard. So let's move on.
Experts agree that money is more about managing our emotions, attitudes, and behaviors than it is about how much we make. The challenge.
Okay, so making financial decisions involves your what? Okay, and it looks like you guys are getting it right here. Managing your emotions, attitudes, and behaviors. I think a good thing about this is you may love eating out, which I do too, right? But if you go and eat out for lunch every day at work and you don't bring your own lunch, you are going to be spending so much money on fast food. I mean, you're spending at least, $8-10 for like a lunch these days, which is crazy. So that adds up, if you do that every day for 20 days, 20 days at $10 a piece, right? That's $200 a month you're spending just on fast food for lunch. So just a thought there.
Challenge is to try to make money and financial decisions not be emotional. If you can take out the emotion from this topic, then you can modify bad behaviors and attitudes that are leading to poor financial decisions and poor money management. If you make the decision to get a drink at Starbucks or your favorite soda shop every day or multiple times a day, you are letting your behaviors, emotions, and attitudes rule your finances. In order to overcome that potentially bad spending habit of overspending at Starbucks, you need to change your behavior, which requires managing your emotions. Recognizing that money is emotional is the first hurdle to overcome in learning how to take control of your personal finances and set yourself up for a bright financial future. Recognizing that we are each responsible for our own individual financial decisions is the next step in this process. Whatever positive or negative consequences come from our decisions is our own doing.
Okay, so this is the biggest thing. Who is responsible for your decisions? Okay. And hopefully you can do it yourself, right? You are responsible for your financial decisions.
If you decide to take out an auto loan to purchase the latest and greatest model of a vehicle and have a hard time making monthly loan and insurance payments, you alone will have to face the consequences of either selling the vehicle at a loss to get out of the loan or perhaps taking on a second job to make the payments and keep the car. Conversely, if you work hard every summer during your high school career to earn money and save enough to put yourself through college debt-free, you will get to reap the positive benefits of that good financial decisions. Graduating college debt-free is an extremely empowering feeling, which will set you up for many future positive financial decisions in your life. Recognizing and accepting that we are each responsible for our own financial decisions and for the positive or negative consequences that come along with them is a very valuable lesson to learn.
All right. So hopefully you got a little bit from that, but those are the videos you'll be watching, stuff like that, that really goes through. And I feel like knowing a lot more, just a little bit about everything, is the best thing in this course, instead of really going down deep into stuff. So let's do some kind of questions here. So if you're on the Nearpod, and some of us have already kind of put on some things that people are some car addicts and stuff like that. If you could buy anything in the world, what would it be? What would it be? You already have it? Well, what is it? We want to know. If you already have anything in the world, what would it be? Yeah, let me get you the link real quick. Amazon. Okay, I think you'd be pretty wealthy if you bought Amazon. Telescope and antennas. Camaro. Okay. Would buy a plot of land that I could live off of. Okay. Buy my mom her dream house. I'll buy it one day though. A house. Okay. Very good. Another good workhorse. Okay. Awesome. Now, if you kind of think of these things, right? All knowledge about one topic so I could be an expert in the field. Very good. Make you some money. Really nice house. I would buy a lot of classic cars. I like classic cars. A farm. Very good. I like the beach, so I'd buy a resort. Oh, yes. I love the beach. So buy your mom's house and hopefully it'll help too. Apple. Or you mean Apple the company? Thinking maybe Apple the company. That would get you a lot of money. They're a very big company there. Okay, so we see all these things that we want. Very good. So let's go on to the next question here of why don't you buy it? Why don't you just go and buy it? Okay, so Apple the company. Yep. Why not just go out and buy it? Okay, you're broke. So I said, I did. Okay. Well, you must not have a very big needs. No job equals no money. Okay. I have the money, but I buy it when I will not have any money. Yep. So you got to be financially, stable. Okay. Don't have money. I'm busy helping kids. Okay. Because I don't have a job. I'm poor because I can't buy direct. I can't afford Amazon. Yep. I'll buy the farm from my dad when he can't farm anymore. Okay. It's $1 billion company. Okay, we'll get $1 billion. Okay. Awesome, guys. All right. So what would be the consequences if you did buy the item that you're thinking of? What would be your consequences? Having to manage Amazon, that'd be a little rough. Okay, you'd have a mortgage, monthly payments equal stress. I'd agree, right? I mean, a lot of marital issues, right, or issues with people come from not, money, the stresses of money and life and stuff like that. There's a lot of cash, a lot of taxes. Okay. I would have to get a job and Windows PC. Yeah. So, I mean, you'd have to be in lots of debt. You'd be strung up with that. You'd have to do lot. There'd be a lot of taxes. I know I got my tax bill today at my house. I'm like, oh wow, not good, right? But that is life if you want to make improvements and stuff like that. So you got to make sure you get in a good position to be able to do that. Okay. All right. So hopefully that gave you a little glimpse real quick about what we're going to be doing this class. As I said before, just going to roll through one more time. Class announcements. I will post the video. Okay. Everything I assign on Monday, and really it's due like the next Monday because that's when I'll zero everything out. But just make sure you got to get caught up on there. Once you go into the content, you're just watching videos and taking quizzes, okay? And you get a really good understanding. Right now, I just have Unit 1 open, so if you want to go move forward a little bit, you can. But we do have 5 units, and that is our class for today. So if you guys have any questions, please reach out. I'll stick around for a while, answer any of those. If not, you guys can, I'm going to stop the recording and you guys can take off. So